On Sunday morning, April 19, 2026, the city of Shreveport, Louisiana, woke up to a nightmare. By the time the sun was up, police had cordoned off multiple crime scenes. Inside those homes, 8 children, ranging in age from just 1 to 12 years old, were dead. 2 adult women had also been severely wounded. The sheer loss of life makes this one of the deadliest family massacres in recent American history. The sole suspect was a 31-year-old man named Shamar Elkins. If you looked at his digital footprint just hours before the violence, you'd see this post, a picture of a young girl eating a burger, captioned with laughing emojis about a one-on-one date with his oldest daughter. Scroll back a few weeks and you find another post celebrating a blessed day at church with all of his kids. How does a father pivot from public displays of devotion to a historic domestic massacre? The answer lies in a specific, escalating series of warning signs. To understand how this happened, we have to look at Elkins's background. He spent 7 years serving in the Louisiana Army National Guard. That military service concluded in August 2020. But a year prior to his discharge, a major red flag appeared. In 2019, he was arrested and charged with the illegal use of weapons and carrying a firearm on school property. He ultimately pleaded guilty to a lesser charge, received 18 months of probation, and the primary firearms charge was dismissed. Long before that Sunday morning, law enforcement already had a documented record of his volatile behavior involving guns. While his legal record showed past volatility, his digital footprint showed a rapidly deteriorating state of mind in the weeks leading up to the attack. On April 9th, Elkins publicly pleaded for help to guard his mind. He pointed directly to his struggles with depression, anger, anxiety, and panic. This was a man highly aware of his own instability. It serves as a glaring, tragic indicator of a severe mental health crisis bubbling right below the surface. The final element was a sudden, intense domestic pressure point. Elkins and his wife were going through a highly contentious separation. They were scheduled to face each other in court the very next day, on Monday. This map traces how those tensions boiled over. The violence started at a home on Harrison Street, where he shot his wife, before moving to this second location on West 79th Street. Tragically, all 7 of his own children were gathered at that second house. The imminent court appearance acted as an ignition point. It collided with his unaddressed mental trauma and his history with firearms, resulting in an overwhelming loss of life. Immediately following the shootings, Elkins carjacked a vehicle at gunpoint and fled the neighborhood. Police pursued him, and the chase ended in a shootout that left Elkins dead. The shockwaves hit the city immediately. Shreveport Mayor Tom Arsenault stated that this was likely the worst tragedy the city has ever seen. City council members held an emergency meeting, openly pleading for mental health counselors and community support to help residents process the massive scale of the grief. The impact even reached the national level, with U.S. House Speaker Mike Johnson, who has represented Shreveport for nearly a decade, offering support to local law enforcement. Extreme acts of familial violence rarely happen in a vacuum. They are the catastrophic endpoint of overlapping failures. When domestic instability meets untreated psychological trauma and a documented history of weapon offenses, the warning signs inside a home become a matter of absolute public safety.